guys, it's Malonb or Malonb from Facebook or malonb.etsy.com, and I'm here to make a yarn addiction video. I haven't made one in a while, and I have some stuff to show you guys. I will be talking about my trip to New York recently, where I visited the Purl Soho as well as the Lion brand studio location. Let me actually begin with my first yarn haul I have. I purchased some more yarn from the place where I purchased the last couple of videos, I think, for my mail time are from this place. It is from the, let me get that paper slip for you guys, from the discounted brand name yarn. Order online, or I made my purchase online. If you have not checked it out yet, I would suggest you do so. Let me start with that actually. And I have it all in one box. It's not organized. I just have it all thrown in. So I'll just be picking out yarns and showing them to you guys. I should have really organized them, but I didn't. So hopefully you guys can understand if it's just messy in general. Okay, these two type of yarns are the same. They are Cascade yarns, Quattro, and I think none of these have the actual colorway name, just a number. I will be posting a blog with all the information or more information per skein, as well as I will also be listing them on my Ravelry stash. If you're into that, you can find me on Ravelry. I am Malonb. But okay, these two are the same type of yarn. Again, Cascade Quattro. I'll try to avoid the glare for you guys. And you can't really see it here, but this is 100% Peruvian wool. It says 100 grams or 220 yards. And again, I don't think any of these have the actual colorway name. They just have a number. But this is like a pink and, yeah, like pink white barber pole. And this is a like purplish blue. And there's also one strand of green in there as well. You can kind of see it. Purplish blue or greenish blue barber pole. Let me actually put it in a bag. Sorry for the noise, guys. Pretty disorganized, but just wanted to really make this video so I can have it up for you guys. This is some Cascade yarn. It's just called Cascade 20, and it's also a barber pole type. It is like a brown with beige and a cream as well. Really like it. Really pretty. I have two green Barocco vintage DK yarns, and I apologize for my hair. I have a fan in front of me because it's kind of warm today up here, so if you hear any odd noise, that is what that is as well. Sorry about that. But this is some Barocco vintage DK. I would say it's maybe like a Kelly green color. I have two skeins of that. Really love it. I would love a sweater in this color, and I know I purchased some yarn somewhat recently to actually make one in this color. Not this specific yarn, but it's in this colorway, and I just have not had the actual time to make one. This is 50% acrylic, 40% wool, 8% nylon. I don't know, 290 yards per skein. I don't know if it's really the same. This is also Barocco DK, and it's sort of like, or I'm sorry, Barocco vintage DK. Sort of like a brick color, like orangey, deep red, like deep orange red. That's how I would describe it. And there's some browns in there as well. These two yarns I think would go pretty nicely together. These are Cascade yarns, Cascade to 20 Heathers. This is like in a brownish, like brown green. I don't know how to describe it, like a moss brown color. And this is like a light pinkish, sort of like a light watermelon color, if that makes sense. And I just love these together. I think they will look great. I would love to make something striped in this. Oh, I think this one is also some Cascade 220 by Cascade Yarns. This is like a mint color. And this one is also Cascade Yarns in the Heathers 220. They will look really nice together. It's like a mint and a deep red pink. Like a deep or bright watermelon. The other one was a little more toned down. Oh, I would love that together as well. Something striped that would be really nice. I got some tweed, although this one is listed as baby yarn. It's by Plymouth Yarns. It's called Dream Baby DK. 50% acrylic, microfiber, 50% nylon. I got 2 skeins of that. And again, these reminded me of like a cream with dots of, I think there's brown in here, maybe there's some green. Reminded me of tweed, so I'm definitely gonna be making something for me. And this one has 183 yards per skein. I also have some Barocco Comfort Chunky. I have a couple of colors in this one. I have 2 blue ones, really nice. What's the information on this one? Barocco Comfort Chunky, 50% nylon, 50% fine acrylic, super fine acrylic. And each skein has 150 yards. There are 2 of the blue color and actually 2 other colors, one white and one lighter blue. That looks like that. Really nice. And they're all chunky, of course. The next ones, I'm almost done actually. I have a couple of skeins or a few colorways of this yarn. It's Plymouth Yarn Diversity. I believe this is a sock yarn. These ones are listed as 93% acrylic and 7% polyester. It says memory yarn. I don't really know what that means exactly, but I got this colorway. It is the same colorway. They're just started off at different colors. And from what I looked up, I did look these up on Ravelry. They are self-striping, which I thought they were so, the colors were so awesome together. Had to get this colorway. And of course, these don't have the name of it either. But I will be posting some information on my Ravelry stash, as well as I'll try to post what I can information-wise on my blog also, which the link for that will be down below. I do have a couple of more colorways in that same yarn and Diversity. This is also the same type of yarn, just started off at different points. Can't wait to see what that works up as. And this is the last colorway in that. I'm actually really excited to see this one, see how it turns out. It's like a brownish with tan, with cream. Looking forward to using this one sooner than later. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that I'm not really into sock knitting. Not because I don't really want to, but I've tried a couple of times and I found that it's just, I don't think it's for me. I didn't really grasp the idea of making heels, or when I made the heels, I always get holes. I have not tried all of the types of heels, obviously, because there are a lot of different kinds to do, but the ones I have tried always leave holes, so I just didn't really enjoy that so much. And also because I'm a really loose knitter, I never get gauge for socks, so I always have to alter the pattern, and that's not really the funnest either. But hopefully I'll get to it sooner than later. The last but not least, I have 4 skeins of this yarn. I was looking to another sweater perhaps. I'm not sure. This is some vintage DK Barocco. Again, I don't know the colorway, but this should be a sweater quantity, I'm hoping. Otherwise, if not, I do have some yarn I can mix up with this that will be a pretty nice color combo. So looking forward to using that also. Now let me go grab the other stuff and I'll be right back. Alright, so before anything else, let me tell you guys about my experience at the Purl Soho location. There is a location in New York, obviously, which I went to visit in the Soho area, and it was pretty nice. I didn't really know what to expect. I looked it up as far as reviews of the shop or of the store. I do know they have a website which I have not gone to check out. I think I went to visit it once while I was looking it up. I went to visit their shop, their online shop. It was pretty nice, but I didn't really browse there. I don't really know how big their inventory or their selection is online. I also do know they have a blog, I believe, and I don't know if that's where they have patterns as well. I know on Ravelry in general, I've seen a few, maybe a couple of patterns where I believe they were free, the ones I saw that came from Purl Soho. So I imagine that maybe in their blog or in their store, they offer free patterns for the yarns they provide, which is, you know, pretty great. I do want to go check them out. Again, I haven't really had a chance to do that yet, but as far as the store goes, from the reviews I've read, I did expect it to be rather small. It was my first time in the Soho area in New York. I guess in New York in general, maybe. At least like the New York City area, I know is pretty limited as far as store space. So anyway, when I went in there, it was actually a really nice and cozy store. I thought gave me a nice welcoming feeling. The first thing I did when I went in there was to take some pictures. I wanted to take pictures and then take my time to browse, and as I was browsing, if I see something of interest, maybe take a pictures of whatever specific areas I wanted to see, etc. But as I took a few, which if you guys follow me on Instagram, you have seen them already. My name is Malonb if you want to check it out, or if you guys like my Facebook page as well, Malonb Shop, then you have already seen the pictures because they upload there automatically. But anyway, I went in, I took a few pictures, and one of the ladies that was working there just told me that they didn't really allow pictures to be taken in the store. I don't know if that's really true or not. I didn't ask anyone else. I didn't really look it up. But in general, that just gave me sort of like a bad vibe. I guess if you could say it kind of ruined my experience a little bit. In all the reviews I've read, I didn't bump into anything or anyone stating that they couldn't take pictures inside. A lot of the reviews I did read had pictures, along with the reviews, so I didn't think there was a problem. It was probably my fault for not asking before starting. But anyway, because of that, I kind of just wanted to get out of there. Honestly, I felt like the lady who told me that, she was friendly, she wasn't rude or anything, but after that I felt like she was just kind of eyeing me the whole way, or the whole time I was in there. So I just kind of wanted to do a really quick browse and then just get out. So I was in there maybe like a total of like 5 minutes. It is a really small place. I know I didn't take all that many pictures. It took maybe like 4 pictures, something like that. But even just from those, you can get the gist of how big the place actually is. It is tiny. And because of that, they don't have much selection from what I noticed. And again, it's not like I really took my time to browse, but from what I noticed, they didn't have any yarns which are probably sold on, other big box locations like Michael's, etc. So I assumed that they had a lot of high-end yarns there. It was really nice to look at. They had it all really nice laid out. In the front of the store, they had the yarns. I think on the opposite ends, they had some books. They also had some cross-stitching stuff. I believe on the back of the store, at the back end, they had fabrics. Uh, I'm not really a sewer. I do have a sewing machine. I wouldn't mind getting into sewing at some point. I would have wanted to browse their fabrics just because they're usually pretty nice to look at, and I like to look at pretty things, so I would have minded to browse that as well. Um, but I just didn't have a chance to really. My impression of it in general is really nice. I would think a little expensive. Again, I didn't really have much time to browse there, so I don't really know the prices. But from gathering from some reviews I read as well, they do say that they have like higher end yarns there. So, I mean, it would make sense. You have limited space, so you want to kind of show off the best or whatever. I also would have liked to take my time to browse through the books. I know they had a lot of books on display. I'm pretty sure some, I don't know if all of them, but I'm pretty sure some were either knit or crochet. I would have loved to browse through those, as well as their other accessories like needles or crochet hooks, etc. I don't know when or if I'll actually be going back to that place. I mean, it was pretty nice. I'm pretty sure if anything, they probably offer a bigger selection online just because the shop itself is so small. But I would say if you're in the area, definitely check it out. Oh, and because of that, I didn't purchase anything there. Again, I didn't really look at stuff to purchase because I just wanted to, kind of go. But if you guys have not seen the pictures, I'll post them up here for you. So the next place I went after that was the Lion Brand Studio. That place was actually pretty awesome. Everybody there was pretty laid back, really friendly, and they didn't mind pictures. And for this place, actually, I did ask if I can take pictures inside the store just so it wouldn't be odd again. They said, yeah, go ahead. So I did take some. Again, if you guys have seen them on, or if you guys follow me on Instagram or like my Facebook page, you have already seen them, and I think I uploaded some as well on my Facebook or personal Facebook page also. But if you have not seen them, I will be including some pictures in the end, as well as some pictures of the stuff I purchased. They had well, I would say their yarn selection wasn't that great or that big either, but they did have a lot of really neat stuff. They had some like a weaving section. They had also a sales section, which was a little sad because it was only like maybe like 4 or 5 yarns in there. I did take a picture of that, so if you see like a really lonely tray with maybe 4 or 5 skeins, then that was their sales section, which I did not pick anything up from. All the other yarns were full price, and I don't think they had all their lines just because Lion Brand has so many different kinds of yards they produce. I'm pretty sure they didn't have all of them, but from what they did have, I really liked how they displayed them via the colors as well as via the type of yarn. They had a whole wall of it, which again was really nice. They also had some spinning stuff, which I did pick up some stuff from there as well. I'll show you guys that. This one is called Spinnables, and it's actually acrylic roving. I've never seen this anywhere else. Not that I have really looked all that hard, but since I was there, and it was pretty cheap also. I think this was like maybe like $4 or $3 something. So it was pretty reasonably priced, and I picked it up thinking that I could maybe make Rolex with it, or spin it with some of the wool I have, since I do have so much already to spin. I thought that would be a great option. These are the colors I picked, and they did have random colors in each bag, so you have to kind of dig through and see which one you would like the best. It has some black. It has a couple of, I don't know, like grayish tan combos in there. some tan and some pink. I thought this would be great accent colors for any of the other rovings I already have. This is what it looks like, spinnables. And while I was checking out, I did talk with the person that checked me out. He was also a spinner, and he said that he had tried these before. They're really easy to spin, especially if you do combine them with wool. It shouldn't be any issues with it. So really looking forward to that. The next thing was I did get some sock blockers from this one. As you guys know, I already mentioned, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I mentioned to you guys, I'm not really a sock person. I would want to be. So these I got in the hopes that I will be making some more socks, or some socks in general. I have, as you guys have seen in my yarn haul, I got some new sock yarn, so I'm hoping that this will actually make me try it out one more time. These are my sock blockers. They're really simple. These are, I don't think they're Lion brand. These are by Dry Spun stainless steel sock blockers, and it just says here, more airflow for faster drying. This is what it looks like. Again, really simple. It's just made of steel. You can hang them, etc. Nothing fancy. This is what it looks like. I'm actually looking forward to using these. So, and I found the ones that were or are probably, I'm pretty sure they're the right size for my feet. I have browsed for sock blockers before on Etsy and stuff, but haven't really found my size. I have large feet, so that's an issue for me sometimes. Let me just go down the stuff I bought. I did get a couple of magnets. I got a couple, one for me, of course, and one for you guys. Now, I don't know when it is that I'm going to be giving this away, or what giveaway I'm going to be including this, but it definitely will be one. So I got two, one for you guys, one for me. They are magnets. Really nice. And the same thing goes for this. I got a couple of cards. These are just blank cards that have a picture of the front of the store, and it had a different two different designs. Here's the first one. And this is the second one. Now, I don't know which one it is that I will be keeping, which one I will be giving away, but I think they're both great. Just love them, and they're just blank inside, and they do come with an envelope as well. I'm gonna keep this for my collection, or like it's a thing to remember the store by, or to remember my trip by. The next thing I got was so adorable. These are some Haya stitch markers. They look like yarn balls. Like, how cute is that? I haven't seen those anywhere else before, so I was like, I had to have them. And I'm kind of iffy about it because you guys know that I like the really simple stitch markers. So I'm iffy as to if I'm gonna keep like this ones, or am I gonna include this in the giveaway as well. Do think about it. Really nice. I had to have them. They're really adorable. I did buy one last thing, which is probably my favorite thing. And I did not buy any yarn from there, again, because nothing was on sale. You could probably find, I'm pretty sure you can find better deals, either on, you know, at Michael's or Joann's or something like that. Any other store, you can probably find better deals with other coupons and sales, or even their website. They have a clearance section. I would definitely recommend going to check that out if you like Lion brand yarns. Some that I have seen in their shelves are some yarns that they also have on clearance on their website, and of course the ones on the shelf are not on sale, so definitely go check those out. So, oh yeah, so I did not buy any yarn, and that would be the reason. Now, last but not least, I bought a mug, which is so awesome. I just loved it. I saw it and I had to have it. I have not used it yet. I've been waiting to show you guys. This one says no skein, no gain. Just love it. And it's like that. It's a I'm pretty sure it's a handmade mug. I love the color. I love the look of it. I love the saying. I just love it. It's signed and it's made by Purl Studios. I don't know if they have like a website or not. I didn't go check them out, but actually I just may. It's like down the inside, but really love it. Oh, and actually, this would be last but not least. Because I purchased, I think it was over $50. They included a free bag as well. Although the bags weren't expensive. I think each bag was maybe like $3 or something like that. It wasn't expensive at all. But this is the bag. This is lionbrands.com. Both sides are the same. I'm very happy. I really like that store. They had a seating area in the back, and there were a couple of ladies there who were working on something. I don't know if they were in like working together on a project or something like that, but there were a couple of ladies there. For this one, I actually could take my time to browse as long as I wanted. I did take quite a few pictures of all their little areas they had set up. I did not post all of them on Instagram. But if you guys want to see them, stay tuned. I will include all of the Lion Brand studio pictures here. I also did want to talk about their front setup. They had a little market thing that they had put on the front window. That I did post on Instagram, so you should have seen that. It was really awesome. All the items were either crocheted, knit, or felted. So really interesting to look at. I had to just, take my time to look at them because it was just interesting to see. They also did have a wall of items they posted up. They do have classes or lessons there. Of course, I didn't have the time to actually take any lessons there. If I did, it would have been pretty awesome. But to kind of show what each class is for, at least I think that's what it was for, to show what class or what the classes were for. They had little items stuck, knitted items or crocheted items stuck up there to kind of show you what it is you're going to be learning in that class, if that makes sense. I thought it was really interesting and a really nice idea. They also did have a map that was knitted, and I didn't do this because they already had a pin from my area, which is Virginia, but they had a knitted map up there, and they had a note stating that asked the receptionist for a pin that you can stick on the map, because I guess a lot of people come to that place to check it out from other places and so forth. So that was also really interesting to see where people come from, to check it out. Also, they had a lot of, what else did they have? They just had a lot of other interesting things to see there. I did take a picture of this thing they called a yarn bra, which was, I think it's just like a, what is it called, like a netting type of thing that goes over your skein so your skein doesn't unravel. I know when you, especially if you use up your skein from the inside, if you know what I mean. Oh, like center pull balls. They have center pull skeins. If you use it up from the center, when the yarn is almost all used up, the skein sometimes falls apart. I think this is for those instances. It would avoid that, and I would actually find that helpful. I didn't purchase one, but I can see myself purchasing one in the future, if anything. Otherwise, if you are around that area, I would suggest it. It's a really nice, really friendly group of people working there, etc. I would definitely go back. I think that's all for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.